a great afternoon to all of you, and welcome to 51 Talks official YouTube channel. Hello, how's everyone today? Today, we are going to talk about something very exciting. We will talk about upgrading your language skills through accent training. First of all, hello, my name is Angela, and I will be talking about why accent is very important, especially for aspiring online English teachers like you. If you're a viewer and you're already an English teacher, a 5-1 Talk English teacher, this will help you as well. Okay, thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you're all having a great day so far. And I promise you, it will be an even greater day because today we will also learn about how you can flourish your passion for teaching. But we will also, like what I've said earlier, we're going to talk about how accent training can help you improve your teacher score. Okay, many teachers are asking how can they further increase their booking rate and how can they improve on their performance to get better ratings. Well, I'm here to tell you that one of the key elements in achieving this is by enhancing how you pronounce words and enunciate in English. Okay, so before we start, I'd like to acknowledge everyone here to either join 5-1 Talk or refer someone who wants to be a part of this amazing online teaching community as we offer a sign up reward. Yes, you heard that right. We offer a sign up reward if you start teaching in just 3 days. Okay, 5-1 Talk, if you don't know yet, is the leading online EFL teaching platform today. Application is so fast. Okay, I will give you the details later on. It's also very hassle free. Everything's online. Simply click on the link provided in the description box below. Okay, register to start earning in just 3 days. Okay, I will tell you all about the details for the application and requirements, so stay tuned. Okay, stay there with me. Okay, and also by the end of the webinar, we will open the floor to everyone, to our live audience, for your questions and insights. And also, we will be posting a link to an online EFL teaching questionnaire, okay, in the description box below. Before the webinar ends, okay? And you just type in there your email address and answer a short quiz. And if you listen well later on, we'll answer it perfectly. And you will get a certificate of attendance for attending this webinar. All right. So the questionnaire will close an hour after this webinar. So make sure that you get your certificates right away, okay, before we end the webinar and once we post the link down there below. Okay? Before we start with our discussion, let's have a little game. It's tradition here in our 5-1 Talk webinars to have a game. So this game is called Say It to Win It. Okay? Because we're talking about accent pronunciation. So it's going to have to do with that. Okay? Say it to win it. Okay? We will post the question on the screen and you just have to type in your answer if you are one of the lucky 6 winners, okay, to receive our 200 peso grab food GC, then it's your lucky day. All right, you heard that right. We will pick 6 grab food GC winners and we will announce the names of the winners before the end of the webinar. All right, so we will have 2 rounds for this game. For the first round, we will choose 3 winners. Okay, so are you ready? Okay, let me know in the comment section. Are you ready? Are you ready, everyone? Yes, let me know. Send me a thumbs up if you're ready. Okay, so let's start with round 1. Okay, look at the screen. How do we say this word? How do we say this word? Look at your screen. Okay. Is it A or B? Okay, type in your answers. Okay. Look at the screen. Okay, I'm not going to say it because it's going to be a giveaway, okay, for the correct answer. All right, so how do you pronounce this word? Is it A or B? Okay, type in your answers. And again, we will randomly choose three lucky winners of our 200 peso grab food GC. Okay, you can order your favorite snack or lunch, okay, with the grab food GC. Okay, so is it A or B? All right, send in your answer. So, how do you pronounce that word? Is it A, corpse, or B, core? Is it A or B? Okay, do we have winners? Do we have winners? Okay, I think yes, we have enough entries now to randomly pick our three lucky winners for this first round. And of course, the correct answer is letter B. Okay, so this word has, of course, a silent P and S. So we say, or we pronounce it as core. Okay, so that's it. Again, stay tuned until, complete the webinar until before we end the show. Okay, and we will let you know if you're one of our lucky winners. All right, and watch out for round two. Okay, and also during our discussion, I'll be asking questions, and you might also, get a chance to win another 200 peso grab food GC. Okay, so are you ready to start our webinar? Okay, are you all fired up now? Okay, ready to begin? I am going to share my screen with everyone. Okay, so let's start with our accent 101 training. Okay, so I have a question. Okay, I will be asking you a lot of questions in this webinar. First, what is ESL? Okay, to all our, we have 204 viewers. To all our 204 viewers, what is ESL? Type it in the comment section. Okay, I'm pretty sure a lot of you know this. ESL, of course. Yes. Okay, I see some of you typing in the answer. English as a second language. All right, now I have another question, more challenging. Okay, what is EFL? Okay, you heard me mention this earlier during my introduction. What is EFL? Okay, for this question, we will randomly pick one lucky winner of our 200 peso grab food GC. Of course, if your answer is correct. Okay, all right, so what is EFL? Woo, woo, woo. EFL. All right, do we have a winner? Okay, type in your answers. Do we have a winner? What is EFL? Okay, type in as many answers as you can. Okay. So, okay, what is Oh, I can see a lot of answers now. EFL winners. Yes, we have a winner now. Again, we will announce the name of the winner before we end the webinar. Okay, so you have to stay with me until the end of this live stream. Okay, don't leave me. All right. Now, okay, of course, the correct answer is English as a foreign language. Okay, and what is the difference between ESL and EFL aside from spelling and one letter there? Okay, the difference is ESL is English taught by a native English speaker. So if a Chinese student or a Korean student is learning English and his or her teacher is American or British, that is termed ESL. Okay, now it's EFL if the teacher is from a country whose language or whose mother tongue is not English. So English is also their second language, and that's us Filipinos, right? English is not our native language, right? But A lot of us are very good in speaking English. That's why we can teach English to other foreigners, right? That's why we term it as EFL. Okay? I hope that was clear. I hope you learned something new today from moi, trainer Angela. All right. Okay, so that is EFL. Okay, now let's continue. What does an online EFL teacher do? Okay, so now we will term it as EFL. What does an online EFL teacher do? Type it in the comment section. This is very easy. Okay, I think you know this. What does an online EFL teacher do? What do you do? Of course, you will. Yes, okay. You will teach the English language. You're going to share your excellent language skills for other foreigners, all right, to your students. And here in 5-1 Talk, most of your students are going to be very young students. And that's why you have to be able to teach with a lot of energy and enthusiasm. Okay. And of course, you have to make sure that you have the right teaching environment. So you have to have a room in your house where it's quiet enough to conduct lessons. Nobody will bother you. Okay, and then you have enough lighting. Your background is not cluttered. You can put the tarp there on the wall behind you there. So those are the things that an online EFL teacher does. Okay, now let's continue with the roles. Okay, what are the roles of a 5-1 Talk teacher? Okay, so first, you have to teach, of course, English to young learners online in a fun way. Okay, so you have to use your puppets. Hello, I'm Max. And I'm teacher Angela. There, so it has to be fun, creative. You have to sing and dance. All right, and you also have to evaluate the learner's performance by providing feedback. Of course, there won't be any learning, okay, if you don't correct your student. But you have to do it in a positive way. Okay, so wow, you read that well. This one, practice this word. Say again. There. So you have to provide feedback and correction. Next, you have to study the teaching material provided and always be a professional, be punctual, start on time and on time. Okay? It's actually a lot easier to teach online now compared to before. I used to be a preschool teacher in a school setup where, I'm sure there are teachers here as well in the school setup before. You have to make your own lesson plan, right? You have to make your own materials, everything. But now, when you teach online, lessons are there, right? The lesson is there, the book is there. All you have to do is to study, prepare, all right? And also prepare your teaching aid. What will you use? Will you use your creative rewards, your stars? There. And next one. This time I have another question. This is for another Grab Food GC, 200 peso Grab Food GC. My question is, how long does one lesson last in 5-1 Talk? How many minutes does one 5-1 Talk lesson run for? Okay, type in your answers. How long is it? How long is it? For 15, 20 minutes, 25, 35 minutes? Type in your answers. Okay, and again, we will randomly pick one lucky winner, okay, if you're able to give us the correct answer. Okay, I can see some answers. 60 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Okay, do we have a winner? Do we have enough entries? Okay, yes. Okay, we have a winner now of our 200 peso Grab Food GC. Wow, you can order your snack or your midnight snack or lunch, okay, dinner. All right, so the answer is 25 minutes, okay? So it's a 25-minute one-on-one online lesson with your student. So actually, this is like the perfect amount of time to keep your student focused. It's not too long, it's also not too short, all right? And also another role of a 5-1 Talk teacher is to create a lesson memo. The lesson memo is also there in our class, and we have to do is to fill it out and give feedback so that the student will know what to improve on. Okay? All right, there you go. Those are the roles of our 5-1 Talk teacher. Okay, now let's continue with the teacher requirements. What are the 5-1 Talk teacher requirements? I saw some questions earlier about this, and I hope this will answer your questions. Okay, first, you have to be a graduate of a 4-year course. Okay, so this is a must. This is one of the requirements. Okay, and then, of course, you should be able to speak English well. All right, so that you can teach and share the English language correctly and effectively to our students. Okay, and you should be available to teach within peak hours. Okay, I will let you know what the peak hours are later on. And you have to have your valid credentials. So you will have to submit a copy of your diploma, your NBI clearance, government issued ID is also required. Just one is okay. All right. And if you have a previous teaching experience, please do let us know. That is an advantage. It's a bonus. It's not required, but if you do have it, please let us know. Also, if you have any teaching certificates, please do let us know as well. All right, send us a copy of your certificate. Okay, so those are the 5-1 Talk teacher requirements. Okay, so maybe now you're thinking, okay, I have this, check, all of that. Okay, now what do I do? Okay, how do I apply? We'll get there in a bit, okay, but let's have a look first on the requirements, the technical requirements. Okay, so this is another important setup that you need to complete. Okay, because you're going to be teaching online. Of course, you need to have your wired, your DSL fiber connection with a minimum speed of 5 Mbps. Okay, that's the minimum. Of course, if it's faster, then it's better. All right, and of course, a LAN connection. You should have a LAN cable. This is required, okay, because Wi-Fi connections are not stable, so it's not allowed during your lesson. So you should connect your PC or your laptop to the LAN cable to the router. All right, next, of course, your desktop or your laptop. So these are the minimum specifications. There you go, for the CPU, the memory. And for the webcam, you can have an external or the integrated webcam as long as the minimum resolution is 720p. Okay, again, that's the minimum. All right, and then headset. So you should have your extended mic. So it should be a headset like this one, like what I'm wearing, with the extended mic. Okay, and if you can get one with a noise cancellation feature, that's even better. Okay, because you can just click on the noise cancellation button to cancel out the noise in your surroundings. So that is highly recommended. All right. Okay, so now you're ready with the requirements, with your gadgets. How can you apply? Okay, again, it takes 3 days. So first, day 1, apply online. Okay, or you can click on the description box below, right? And submit, fill out the form, click on submit your teaching qualifications. Okay, and then somebody will call you from 5-1 Talk. And then once you pass the pre-screening interview, you will be scheduled for a tech check as well. And then you will have your pre-service orientation. Then you will sign the service agreement. That's day 1. Okay, day 2, you will now undergo what we call the new teacher training, okay, or NTT. So you will complete this and they will explain to you the lesson, how to teach the lesson in 5-1 Talk. And also they will give you an introduction to T-Song. And they will set you up for success. Okay, the awesome trainers in 5-1 Talk will teach you how to conduct the lesson with a lot of enthusiasm, energy, and will schedule you for your demo with a Chinese evaluator. Okay, and when you're done with the demo, you passed it, you got a very high mark, you move on now to day 3. Okay, so for day 3, you're now going to attend what we call onboarding. So for onboarding, they will walk you through how to use My Page, how to open your slots, okay, your schedule, how to check your lesson fee, and all the admin stuff, okay, when you're teaching. And of course, you have to complete the submission of all requirements. And when you're done the background check, you will now be launched as a 5-1 Talk teacher. There you go. Easy, right? 3 simple steps. Okay, so now we move on to another very important question. How much time does this require and how much can I earn? Okay, so I mentioned peak hours earlier, right? So the teaching schedule, you should be able to teach at least 33.5 hours per cut off. So when we say per cut off, that's half of each month. So for this month, it's January 1 to 15. That is one cut off. Okay, so you should be able to teach at least 33.5 hours within that period. Okay, and each lesson again lasts for 25 minutes. And the peak times would be Mondays to Fridays, 7 to 10 p.m. When the students are at home, they're at home now after school, they're at home. And then of course weekends, Saturday and Sunday, the whole day is a peak time. So 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, so these are the best times to open your teaching slots. Okay, there. And then how much can I earn? Earnings are actually based on the number of successfully completed lessons and also your performance. We also have a promotion for our teachers, so you can be, you start with a newly qualified teacher, you become a junior teacher, a senior teacher, master teacher, and every time you get promoted, there's also an increase in your lesson fee rate. Okay, and the more slots you open, the more chances of getting booked. Okay, and of course, if there are more lessons booked, more lessons are completed, more earnings will be received. Okay, and teachers are expected to teach during the evening and peak hours, peak hours, of course. And if you more slots, you can earn as much as 25 to 30,000 pesos per month. Oh, amazing, right? And you can do that all in the comfort of your own home. Okay, so what are you waiting for? Click on the link below, okay, to register and sign up. But let's have another game now. Let's play round 2 of Say It to Win It. Okay, all right, so let's relax now. I think that was a lot to absorb. Okay, but very easy, right? Application is so easy. It's all online, only for 3 days. Okay, so while you're absorbing all the info, let's have another round of our game. Okay, you know the drill. Okay, just look at your screen. Look at the screen. Okay, and tell me, how do you say this word? Okay, how do you say this word? Is it A or B? Okay, type in your answers in the comment section. And again, we will choose 3 lucky winners of our 200 peso grab food GC. Okay, go, go. Type in your answers. Okay, Look at the screen. How do you pronounce this word? Is it A, Q, or is it B, Q, Kuei? Kuei. Is it A, Q, or B, Q? Right. What is the correct answer? A or B? Say it to win it. Okay. Or you can say it aloud at home, okay, while you're watching to practice. Okay, and then type in your answer. Is it A or B? Again, 3 lucky winners will get 200 peso grab food GC each. Okay, and you have to stay tuned until we end the webinar because we will be announcing the names towards the end of this live stream. Okay, so do we have winners? Yes, we have winners now. Okay, so if your answer is letter A, Q, then you might just be one of the 3 lucky winners of our 200 peso grab food GC. Okay, yes. So we say this as Q. Although you see, UE and UE twice, it's just read or pronounced as Q. Okay, all right. So now, are you ready for accent 101? Okay, we're now going to have our pronunciation discussion and drills as well. Okay, and before we continue, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. While you're here, click on subscribe and hit the notification bell beside it. And yeah, so that you can be part of the 5-1 Talk community. You will know if we have another webinar coming soon. You'll be able to be updated. All right, so let us also on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at 5-1 Talk PH. There, so you'll be updated with everything about EFL, everything about 5-1 Talk. Okay, so let's continue now with our accent 101. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so let's look at language awareness. Okay, so according to the Cambridge Teaching Framework, okay, all teachers should be able to improve and continuously improve on the enunciation or British accent if you want to teach English. A neutral, clear accent would be great. All right. And also, make sure that you always brush up on your grammar and other, language concepts and theories, idioms, expressions, and all those things. Right? Next, overall, I've been saying that over continuously grow your language ability. It never stops. Okay, so we should always learn, something new. Maybe you have a word for the day. Okay, and a new word for the day. Learn how to say it correctly. Learn the meaning and use it in your everyday conversation. All right, so that is language awareness. Okay, now let's focus on accent. What do we mean by accent? So accent is actually the way you sound using a certain language based on your mode of pronunciation. So even if it's one language, there can be different accent. Okay, so accent actually has 4 components. We have Lisa. Okay, we call this Lisa. Linking, intonation, stress, and articulation. Okay, we will talk about each one in detail. All right, not really in detail, but brief intro for each one for our webinar today. Okay, so let's start with linking. What do we? Oh, before we start with linking, let's look at some accents. Okay, different English accents. Okay, who is this actress here? Do you know who she is? What is this celebrity's name? Type it in the comment section if you know her. She's very famous for her Marley Angels in 54 states. All right, so what is the name of this actress? Okay, yes, thank you so much. I can see the answers. So, uh, Dormain was the first one who answered correctly. Drew Barrymore, yes. And what is her accent when she speaks? What is her accent? She speaks with an American accent. All right. And actually, in America, there are still different accents depending on the state where you're from, right? So if you're from New York, they speak with vowels are a little bit overly pronounced. Like they would say coffee, give me my coffee. And when they talk, there's a lot of attitude, right? But if it's in the southern part of the US, the accent is also different. You know, if you're from Texas, so they would say, you know, I work in the farm, you know, so it's also different, right? So even in the US, there are different accents depending on which state you're from. Hey, okay, now let's look at this actor. Who is this? He is well known for being Thor, okay, in the Avengers movie. Okay, he's Thor. So who is he? What is his name? But in the movie Thor, he speaks with an American accent. But that is not his natural accent. Okay, so celebrities can do that. They can switch accents. Okay, and you know I think that's really it really tells us that accent can be learned. Okay, you can learn to have or to speak in with an American accent or a British accent. Who is this guy? You can Google him. You know, actor Thor. What is his name? He is. Nobody knows. Do you know him? Ah, yes. Okay, there. He is Chris Hemsworth. Although, yeah, he kind of looks like Brad Pitt as well. I agree. But yes, he is Chris Hemsworth. And I saw one who said Australian accent. Amor Baguio. Yes, you are right. Absolutely correct. He is an Australian. So his native accent is Australian. But in his movies, he can, like what I've said, he can switch. He can talk with an American accent. But for Australians, how do they sound like when they speak English? It's always like rising, you know, like good day, mate. How are you, mate? There's always mate, right? Mate, they say mate. And then they would add R, like I work from home. Like the vowels, home is like home. It sounds like that. Okay, so that is the Australian accent. Okay, now let's look at this celebrity. Okay, who's this beautiful young lady? She is known for her movie, for playing the role of Hermione in the movie Harry Potter. All right, so who is she? What is her name? And what accent does she speak? Okay, let me know in the comment section. All right. Ah, yes. Jack, Wolverine also. What's his name? Also speaks with an Australian accent. Naturally. Hugh Jackman. There you go. Hugh Jackman. Emma Watson. Yes, this is Emma Watson, and she speaks with a British accent. All right. Also in the movie. So she didn't switch her accent for the movie. So even in the movie, she spoke with her natural accent, which is British. Now, how do British people speak the English language? Very different from the Americans, right? Americans, they would say water, water. But for British, they would say water, right? Water. Okay, so the vowels are shorter for British people, and somehow their lips are pursed also, you know, like shorter. Okay. All right, hold on. Let's just pause. I think we are experiencing some technical difficulties. Okay. Do we need to stop first? Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm just going to stop sharing. Wait for a few minutes. Okay, we're back. Thank you so much for patiently waiting. I hope you're still all there. All right, so what were we talking about? We were talking about water. All right, so water. All right, water, or the British accent. All right, so Emma Watson is an example of a person, a celebrity who speaks with a British accent. All right, and we have the last one here. Who is she? She is in the movie. It's a new movie now that's out on Netflix. Like something about heroes. I'm not sure what the title is. You think like uh, we can all be heroes or something like that. Okay. She's also one. She's the wife of one of the Jonas brothers. I'm not exactly sure which one. Please let me know. All right. So who is she? Mm-hmm. She is Genevieve is correct. Hi, trainer Genevieve. She is Priyanka Chopra, and she speaks with she doesn't speak with an Indian accent, but she's an Indian, right? So because she has probably stayed in the U.S. for a long time, so she speaks now with an American accent. But a lot of Indians, when they speak or first learn the language as well, they speak with a certain accent, and very similar to the British accent. Their tongue is also pushed back. The vowels are short, so they will say don't instead of don't, they will say don't do don't. So it sounds like that, right? So that is a classic Indian accent. All right. So this is just to show you that even though we speak the same language, we have different accents. And again, when you're teaching, you don't have to have an American slang. You don't need to speak like Australians or British or Indians. Just a neutral, clear accent would be perfect. Okay? So now, I have a grab food GC question. So who is the actor, actress who speaks with an Australian accent? So easy. Okay, if you're listening, okay, if you're paying attention, you would know. Okay, you get a chance to win a 200 peso grab food GC. So who speaks with an Australian accent? Is it Drew Barrymore, Chris Hemsworth, Emma Watson, or Priyanka Chopra? Okay, let us know in the comment section. All right, and type in your answers. Go, go, go. Is it Drew Barrymore? Just choose from the 4 of them. Okay, you don't need to give me another example. Okay, Australian accent. Good day, mate. How are you, mate? Okay, there's always might in the end. Okay, so do we have a winner? We'll just choose one for this question. Okay, all right, so do we have a winner? Winner. Okay, for your 200 peso grab food GC. Ooh, I can see a lot of entries now. Yes, okay, we have enough entries to randomly choose our one lucky winner. Of course, the answer is Chris Hemsworth. Okay, so Thor is Australian, so he speaks with the Australian accent. Okay, so now let's talk about the 4 components of accent. Lisa. Okay, so first, linking. Linking from the word itself, link. Okay, it's connecting sounds together. All right, and then we have intonation. It's actually the rhythm of your speech. So it's the high and the low of your voice. And then stress, it's the emphasis that you place on certain words or syllables when you speak. And articulation, it is how you make the different parts of your body work together to produce sound correctly. Okay, so let's have linking first. So for linking, if there are sounds that are very similar or the same, you have to connect them so that it glides. Okay, it doesn't sound unnatural. For example, for this sentence, if you don't link it, it will sound like this. I miss Simon's stupid dad jokes. I miss Simon's stupid dad jokes. Okay, it doesn't sound good, right? But listen to me, because I will link the sounds that are the same. Okay, and what are these? These are, of course, the S here and the S here. Okay, so the final S and the initial S and the D here and the D here. Because they're all the same sounds, I will link it so that it will flow nicely. So it will sound like this. I miss Simon's stupid dad jokes. Okay, you can hear the difference, right? So I miss Simon's stupid dad jokes. Instead of saying I miss Simon's stupid dad jokes. Okay, it sounds very choppy. So you linking creates a nicer, smoother flow. Okay, when you talk or when you read a sentence like that. Okay, so every time you hear several words with the same sound in the beginning and the end, glide the sound. Okay, so it will become I miss Simon's stupid dad jokes. There you go. All right, that's one way. Okay, you can have a better accent. Okay, next, let's continue with intonation. Intonation is the pitch, the high and the low of your voice. Okay, so when do you go high and when do you go low? So basically the general rule is you want to rise. Okay, your pitch, your intonation should rise for focus or content words. So your nouns, your verbs, your adjectives, your adverbs. And then for the other words, it doesn't have to go up. Okay, so for example, we have here, she wants to buy some soda. There, close the window. Okay, and usually towards the end of the sentence, you have to fall as well. When are they coming? There. Okay, so if you notice, the words that are important, nouns, verbs, okay? That's where adjectives, adverbs, that's where you want to rise, okay? And make your voice a little bit higher, okay? So intonation is very important so that you don't sound monotonous like a robot. If you don't go high and low with your voice, you will sound like a robot. She wants to buy some soda. Okay, there's no rising and falling there. Okay, and most of the students would read like that, so you have to teach them how to read with a proper intonation. She wants to buy some soda. Okay, the opposite is also not good. If you overly, go up and down with your intonation, it's also not natural. So it sounds like you're singing a song like, she wants to buy some soda. Hello, my name is Angela. Okay, also not good, all right? So the general rule again is just go high or just go up for focus words, okay? But it doesn't have to be exaggerated, all right? So it's not going to be natural if you do that, okay? So she wants to buy some soda. There you go. Okay, so now let's continue with stress. For stress, we're going to talk about two kinds: sentence stress and word stress. All right. So sentence stress is very similar to intonation. You would also say the word louder, longer. Okay. Aside from saying it, with a higher pitch of voice, also you stress the same words, content words, nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs. Okay. For function words like pronouns, prepositions, conjunctions, helping verbs, articles, you don't need to stress these words. For example, this sentence, okay, I is a pronoun, you don't need to stress it. Bought is a verb, you have to stress that. Okay, is an article, you don't need to stress. Car, noun, yes, you will stress this. On, preposition, no need to stress. Tuesday is a noun, so we will stress that. So how will we read this sentence with the correct stress? I bought, rising also, and then stress, say it louder. Okay, and then kind of pause a little bit for that word. I bought a car on Tuesday. Okay, but for Tuesday, your intonation would go rising and then falling. Okay, so I bought a car on Tuesday. There, okay? So that is sentence stress. Okay, so make sure you stress only the content words, nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs. Okay, now let's move on to word stress. Okay, this is one of my favorites. Okay, because Filipinos commit a lot of errors in terms of word stress. Okay, but this is very important. If you stress the incorrect syllable, the pronunciation will be completely wrong. Okay, so for example, objective. Okay, objective. I hear a lot of people say objective. Okay, so the incorrect syllable is stressed. So the pronunciation is incorrect. Okay, also practice. So it's not practice, it should be practice. All right. So here are some of the general rules. Okay, first, for two-syllable nouns and two-syllable adjectives, you stress the first syllable. For example, climate. Okay, and also we have here knowledge. Okay, and also two-syllable adjectives, spacious. Okay, for verbs, it's the last syllable, decide, practice, okay, require. There. Okay, and for words ending in IC, SION, TION, we stress the second to the last syllable. Okay, so for example, geographic, extension. All right, there you go. So the second to the last syllable. For words ending in CY, TY, PHY, and GY, and AL, we stress the third from the last syllable. So for example, democracy. Okay, critic. Third from the last. So we go back from the last, count 1, 2, 3 syllables. That's where the stress should be. Okay. If you're not sure, where do I stress? Which syllable? Just check your online dictionary and look at the IPA transcription. Okay, where you see the symbols, right? Beside the word, you see the symbols there. Where you see the accent mark, that's where you should put the stress. Okay, so where you see the small, like that, that's the accent mark. That's where you should stress. Okay, the word. There you go. So that is word stress. Okay, and finally for articulation, we will not go into detail, okay, with this topic because this is a very broad topic. Articulation, okay, it simply means you use the different parts of your body for speech to produce or to pronounce words clearly and correctly. That's why you hear people say, oh, he or she is very articulate. Okay, so that means you speak clearly. You produce sounds clearly and correctly. Okay, so there are different manners, placements of articulation. We can talk about that next time in another webinar. So, there's like the glottal stop, okay, nasal, no, whatever, all of those. We'll not talk about it now because it will take up, another hour. All right, but it's important for you to know that is articulation. Okay, so the production, the placement of your mouth is very important. Your tongue, your lips, your teeth, how do you position it when you say a certain sound? Okay, and we will practice that in a bit, but I have another Grab Food GC question now. Okay, what are the 4 components of accent? 4 components of accent, easy to remember, right? The acronym is a name, a woman's name. What are the 4 components of accent? Type in your answer to get a chance to win another 200 peso Grab Food GC for your snack, your lunch, merienda, dinner. All right. What are the 4 components of accent? You can easily remember it through the name, right? The woman's name. What is it? All right. So what are the 4 components? Do we have a winner? Only one winner for this round. Okay. So we will randomly choose from all the correct answers. Ooh, I can see all the answers now. Oh, very good. You're all listening and paying attention. Okay, I love it. Thank you so much for really taking down notes and listening. Do we have a winner? I think we have enough entries now for our final question. Yes, we have a winner. All right. So if your answers were Lisa, linking, intonation, stress, and articulation, you get a chance to win the Grab Food GC. Okay, we will announce the winners later on in just a few minutes. Stay there. Let's have our drills now. Okay, so we have here B and V and also F and P. So these are sounds that, especially for Filipinos, we commonly interchange because of the influence of our native language. Okay, so B and V, let's start. Everyone, read with me. Okay, let's do this together. Okay, ready? Wherever you are, at home, read aloud with me, okay? Okay, don't let me do this alone. All right, ready? Here we go. Vein, vein. Boat, vault. Broom, broom. Dove, dove. Okay, very good. I will give you all a star. Okay, remember B. B is an explosive sound, and V, your teeth should be on top of your lower lip and it's vibrating. Okay, next is F and P. F, if you put your hand in front of your mouth, you will feel the air coming out. And then P is a popping, explosive sound as well. So there's a burst of air. Okay, F, it's flowing. The air is continuously coming out. right, so let's read the words. Ready, go. Face, pace. Fill, pill. Full, pull. Beef, beep. Okay. If you did that perfectly with me, you get another star. All right, next, let's practice short A and short U, short I and long E. Okay, so for vowel sounds, it's important that you open up your mouth correctly. Ah for short A, ah, and then short U is Okay, so if you don't do that, then they will sound the same. Like for bat, if you don't open your mouth and just say but, it will sound like but. Okay, but it should be bat. All right, so let's do this. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Bat, but. Pan, pun. Batter, butter. Hat, hut. Sack, suck. Cap, cup. Ran, run. Cat, cut. Okay, very good. Okay, again, remember short A, open your mouth wide, don't be shy. Because if you don't do that, it will be incorrect. Your pronunciation will be incorrect. For example, cat, if you don't open your mouth and say cat, if you just say cut, it's incorrect, right? So it's not this one, it's cut, but it's cat. Okay, now short I versus long E. Short I, long E, E. Okay, let's do this. Read with me. Ready, go. Bit, beat, sit, seat, rid, read, pill, peel, hiss, hiss, lick, leak, hill, heel, live, leave. Okay, thank you for reading with me. Okay, start again for everyone. Now let's have short A versus short E. Okay, E. Okay, wide, wide but sideways. Okay, drop your jaw, Okay, ready and go. Bad, bed. Peck, pack. Ball, bow. I think it's bow, bell. Beg, bag. Sat, set. Man, men. Mess, mass. Mat, met. Okay, very good. Okay, now we have short E versus short I. I. E, E. E, your lips are a bit pursed forward for the short I. E. Okay, let's read. Ready? Go. Bend, bend. Check, chick. Fen, fin. Jest, gist. Leapt, lipped. Kept, kicked. Okay, very good. Okay, just a few more. Hang in there with me. We have 3 sounds now. Short I, short E, long E. E, E. E, E. Ready? Go. Bit, bet, beat. Pin, pen, peen. Dill, del, deal. Rib, red, read. Peek, peck, pick. Read, red, rib. Weed, wed, with. Fid, fed, feed. There. You can even challenge yourself to say it, faster for the second round. Time yourself. Okay? So there. Those are the 3 vowel sounds. Now, here are some commonly mispronounced words, especially again for us Filipinos because of the influence of our native language. So first is chat box. Again, if you don't open your mouth for chat, it will sound like chat box. Chat box. So it has to be chat box. Okay, chat box. 3. The TH there is voiceless, so the air should be coming out. 3. It's not tree. 3. Okay, you should feel the air on your hand. 3. And then the next one is gauge. This one, the common error is gauze or yeah, or gauge. Okay, but this is gauge. Okay, don't confuse it with the medical gauze. That's spelled with a Z. Okay, and then mango. This is short A. It's not mango, it's mango. Open, not open. Okay, not with a W like open. It's open. Okay, getting confused now as well. All right, next is candy, not candy. Okay, candy. Breakfast. Make sure that the T is aspirated at the end as well, and the F, there's air coming out. You don't interchange with the P. Okay, it's not breakfast or breakfast. Breakfast. Okay, comfortable. Okay, for comfortable, it's not comfortable, it's comfortable. Okay, computer. The T is like a rolling T. It's not a hard T. It's not computer. Computer, like the water. All right, there. And then we have feedback. Also, like the chat box. So the vowels are sometimes interchanged. And then tree, the T is a hard T. Tree. It's not tree. Tree. You know, sometimes it sounds like a D also. Dree. You know, tree. Tree. And then any, not any. Carrots, not carrots. Okay, carrots. Notice. It's a T like the water. Computer. Notice. And then two. Ready, not ready. Okay, ready. Short E, ready. Category, color, picture. Okay, not picture. Okay, picture. Short I. And then gestures, not gestures. That, vibrating TH. You should feel the vibration, okay, on your tongue. That. Pronunciation, it's not pronunciation, okay? Even though the verb is pronounce, the noun is pronunciation, okay? Hobbies, good, okay? Not good or foot, so it's good. Foot, okay? Um, mm, condolence, not condolence, condolence. All right, and then student, the T, aspirate the T, student. Weather, the TH there is vibrating TH. Don't interchange with the D sound, so it's not weather. Weather. You stick your tongue out a bit and the vibration. You should feel it. Weather. Okay, say it with me. Weather. Okay, very good, everyone. Everyone deserves a star for reading and practicing the drills with me. And we're done. Thank you so much for staying and watching the webinar from start to finish. Okay, but don't leave just yet. Okay. I know, you have questions maybe. So type it in the comment section now if you have any questions. I have a question here from Len Sawyer, Soir. Is there a contract as a 5-1 Talk teacher? There is a service agreement. Okay, we call it a service agreement or the SA that covers the responsibilities of a 5-1 Talk teacher, and you will know more about it once you have started your teacher application journey. Okay, another question from Rohaida Latif. Do I need to have a backup internet provider to pass the tech check? While the backup internet provider will be very helpful, very useful for you once you start teaching, but it's not a requirement, okay, to qualify as a teacher. It's good to have, okay, especially if you experience a lot of power outage in your area. Another question from Raquel Mylene Albino or Albino. What are the requirements in applying for home-based teaching? Well, the requirements, as I've mentioned, or as I've talked about in the webinar earlier, you have to be a graduate of a 4-year course. You should, of course, speak English well. Your tech check, you should pass it. Then you have to submit the requirements, valid ID, NBI, diploma, all that. Okay. All right, thank you all for your questions and for sharing your ideas. To claim your certificate of attendance, please click the link in the description box now, provide the details, and answer the short quiz about today's discussion. Please remember that the questionnaire will close an hour after this webinar, so hurry. Okay, click on it now. So 2021 is going to be a better year, okay, a better you. Okay, so teach, learn, and earn from the comfort of your home. Teach at home with 51 Talk. Click the link below and sign up now. What are you waiting for? And if you know someone who might also be interested to become a 51 Talk teacher, let's spread the word about this amazing teaching opportunity. So if you wish to know more about EFL, mark your calendars. 51 Talk invites educators, professionals, and aspiring online English teachers to join our weekly webinars. All right, learn the ins and outs of teaching English as a foreign language in EFL 101 on January 14. Okay, so improve your communication skills in Accent 101 on January 21, and up your home office and be prepared in case of power or signal interruptions in Tech 101 on January 18. Okay, so I hope you all took note of that. Okay, January 14, EFL 101, Accent 101 again, January 21, and Tech 101, that's a new one, on January 28. Of course, admission is always free. I hope to see you all again there in those webinars. And as promised, here are the lucky winners of our 200 peso grab food GCs. Okay, round one. Our winners are Mimi El's Cucina, J. Ward Katipan, and Yummy Licious. Yummy Licious. Okay, that's round one. For the EFL discussion questions, what is EFL? Lao Shi Mei. And then 25 minutes for one lesson. Lovely Joy Reyes is our winner. And then my question about who speaks with an Australian accent, Majire Shama Valentino. And the four components of accent, Mamshi Merli is our winner. Congratulations! And of course, we still had round two of our Say It to Win It. We have three additional winners, Baby Jane Edrolin, Ditas Abrogar, and Jonalyn Ligon. Congratulations to all our winners, 10 winners of our Grab Food GC. To claim your prizes, please follow at 51 Talk PH on Instagram and send us a DM, a direct message with your YouTube username, your full name, your email address, delivery address. Please include your barangay and your active contact number. We're on Facebook too, so please hit like and see first if you haven't already. Okay, check our Facebook page as well. Please join us in our brand new episode also of the Yellow Tomorrow Show at exactly 9 p.m. on January 28. And you know what we do in the Yellow Tomorrow Show? We give away a lot of awesome prizes. Okay, so anyone can watch and win. Invite your friends, your family, and stream it live on Facebook. Okay, and finally, subscribe to 51 Talks YouTube channel. You're here now, so please click on subscribe and hit the bell button beside it to get notified for whenever we release new YouTube videos. All right. Oh, and that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all for tuning in and for staying the entire time. Thank you all for being such a wonderful audience. And I hope that you all have learned a lot about accent improvement and the opportunities it might bring to your lives. Okay? Again, this has been Angela, and I wish you all a great, a wonderful, a happy, and healthy day. Okay, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye everyone. Happy New Year.